Hi, I'm Ty Dang, chef and owner of HaiSous Vietnamese Kitchen in Pilsen, along with Dang Good Wings and Cafe Da. So I've been cooking for 20-something years. I started out in fine dining. I moved here to Chicago in 2008, working for Laurent Gras at L2O to achieve Michelin. And so we achieved 3 Michelin along with Alenia. It was a great time for me, and that's where I fell in love with cooking and fell in love with the city of Chicago. I wanted to do something beyond. I wanted to open my own restaurant, and that's where I met my business partner. And we opened up my first restaurant, which was called Mbea, means the little one. That all went downhill. I lost my restaurant, and you could Google about it, but as a whole, it kind of taught me a lot about myself. And so when my wife and I found this space that we're sitting here, we just knew that this was it. We opened this space up in 2017, and we called it HaiSous. HaiSous means 2 pennies. It has a lot of deep meanings to it. When I opened up HaiSous, literally, we wanted to encapsulate the feeling of lost, the feeling of family. And so the tables and chairs that you come and sit at are made by my aunt and uncle in Vietnam. The bamboo is sourced in Vietnam as well as the door that you see from my family's home that's used to protect the family. And the kitchen is framed where it's wherever you are in the dining room, you could sit and see the action, and that's what I really wanted to see in my wife. She's the architect and designer, and I mean a woman that really stood by me when I had nothing. My calling to become a chef stemmed from being nurtured. Growing up in that household, my mom really supported me. My mom would leave me little notes, or she said, call me, and I'll call her at her place of work, and then she would say, hey, can you finish something for me? I have a pot of soup on. There are some herbs, I need you to cut it. Wash it and cut it, and then bring it up to a boil. So she gives me very minute instruction, but very supportive instruction, and empowered me to do it and say that you can do it. And when I did it, and I remember finishing it, and everyone came home and enjoyed it, and to see everyone enjoy the food that she prepared already, and here I was the one that finished it, and everyone was having a great time and said how delicious it was. It brought a smile to her face, and then it stemmed from there. My curiosity in food started to grow. It also then stems from me growing up watching Iron Chef with my brother-in-law, and it all goes back into the summers that he would pick me up and I would stay with him, and at the end of his workday we would like have dinner together and watch Iron Chef. And so I always envisioned myself, man, that would be so cool to be one day be on Iron Chef and cook like that. So I looked into this culinary school, which is in Gaithersburg, Maryland, near my house. And I started there. And from there on, I started to grow and fell in love with the profession. And that's where it incubated. So that nurturing aspect from my mother, being an immigrant mother and trying to provide for us. And I knew at the time that we weren't well off at all. College was not an option for me. And I knew that my passion was not to do anything else besides just to cook. So I finally told them, and I finally got myself in culinary school, and I wrote an essay about my family's life, how we came here as immigrants, and I got selected, and I was given a scholarship, and that little seed money was the down payment for my class at this French culinary school that was in Gaithersburg. And from there, I started to dive deep into cooking and falling in love with it. No matter how great of a chef is, how great he can cook, if he has no team behind him that believes in him, then he has nothing. So when you come to dine with us, it's because of my team. We always say, when you come through these doors, you leave everything behind and you learn from us, and we will show you the way.